Thanks so much for being interested in Rev-Box and how we can help your agency scale to the next level. We're excited to get on this call with you. It's coming up soon. So who is this meeting for? Who is Rev-Box supposed to be helping out? We help all property and casualty insurance agency owners with at least $1 million in premium, looking to scale to that $50 million mark. Whether you're 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, so on and so forth, we help those agents get to that $50 million in premium mark. So our mission at Rev-Box is to help those agents double their sales without spending any more money on advertising by implementing our revenue acceleration engine, which can be launched within 90 days. So what most agencies that we see or that are working with us are struggling with is leads slipping through the cracks, that endless follow-ups never getting done, and they can never actually get done their policy renewals that need attention currently because time is being wasted worrying about spreadsheets, doing other things that should not even be worried about instead of actually closing deals. So this is where Rev-Box, as well as myself, the founder, Collin comes in to help you. My past experience inside the insurance space is I've been working for decades now inside the insurance space, starting off at 15, going as a CSR to a producer to a manager. I've been in every role inside of an insurance agency, helping me get that experience coming on up. I've even helped build and start up one of the biggest aggregators in the country named the Agency Collective. We grew it from just my family's agency at $10 million in premium to $3.5 billion in premium by the end of 2023. And now they're at about 4,000 members and $4 billion in premium, where they have been able to build from the systems that I've built out for them. I have personally helped transform over 200 agencies with my time at the Agency Collective, as well as with Rev-Box, building out their systems, their operations, their technology, with the average growth seeing at least 200% increased growth in that first year by building out their systems and reducing their workload by 68% across the board by setting up automations and systems that would actually help them. So agents see a 2 to a 4x ROI just with the revenue acceleration engine alone. Immediately, I mean, they see a ton of improvements. Are your sales processes inefficient? Are you overwhelmed by manual processes? Or do you just have these disconnected systems that are causing double entry and you're wasting time left and right across the board? And that's the hard truth. The hard truth is that you don't need more leads. You don't need to work harder. The reality is that your systems is what's wrong. What you do need is a system that works for you. That's where the revenue acceleration engine comes in place. We have our $100 million agency blueprint, which is a proven sales process that maximizes close rates with minimal effort. We will help out whether it be your marketing, your sales, or your onboarding. This system itself will go ahead and help you build out more and more and more. We're going to attract you more qualified leads by looking at the actual data. We're going to help you build out your entire sales process and your onboarding process. So what does that look like? At the top here, we have the average agency that's outside of the revenue acceleration engine. They will always say, oh, we get 60% closing rates, but really that's just how many quotes they actually presented to sold. Really, they're closer to a 15% closing ratio throughout the board. And even after the sale, they're not getting many reviews. The clients aren't staying for long. They're not getting any referrals, and they're not really cross-selling anybody at all. This compares to the revenue acceleration engine with what we do. We are able to help agents hit that 29 mark. We're going to help you get reviews. We're going to help you those clients stay for longer and a bunch more. So this goes into what we're going to build out inside your system with the revenue acceleration engine. We're going to build out sales pipelines and procedures for your sales, which includes whether it's personal lines or commercial lines, whether it's new business or follow-ups, and no matter where the leads are, we're going to make the most streamlined position and the most streamlined process for your agency that will be the most effective at the current time being. We're not only going to do that, but we're going to help you have a smart segmentation where it's going to help you segment people without having to do the extra work involved inside of it. And so what that's going to help you do is it's going to help you send emails or automated texts that will actually feel like it's actually coming from you. And it's not going to feel all willy-nilly going one way or another, or an email that looks like it's going to be sent to everybody. Instead, it's going to be for their actual scenario where they're currently needed. And you're not going to sell everybody. That's not a reality. But what we can do instead is setting up correct nurturing sequences so that when you don't win somebody or you did win them and then you lose that client in the future, we're going to have nurturing sequences to help you get those clients back in the future without you having to put in the extra effort. That is not even to mention after that sale, we're going to help you create all the automation and all the systems in place that are necessary to run a good agency. That goes with getting reviews, training your not only just your staff, but your clients as well on what to do if process is happening, which will reduce workload across the board, asking for referrals, and also cross-selling as much as possible to continue to work on those current clients and to really care for them. So that's where a lot of agencies see a 2x to a 4x return just with that alone. Next up, we also have the efficiency automation roadmap. We're going to help you integrate, automate, and maximize all of your systems across the board. And what that looks like is that we're going to have a tech stack optimization meeting where we're going to audit your entire current agency. What is your technology looking like? How are you actually building out your data, and how are you using your data as well? And then we're going to go ahead and put it on a graph like this, build it out within your agency, and then optimize, maximize, and integrate those systems. Not only that, but we're going to make the forms to make this system lubed up and ready to go so that you're not wasting your time and neither is your team. Then last but not least, we have our growth multiplier formula. This is how we help out agencies to scale to the next level. No matter if you're 1 million, 5 million, or 10 million, we're going to help you get to that next level. So we do that by building out servicing pipelines that are necessary for your agency, setting up that automation and setting up the systems correctly so that you're not wasting time doing service work, and instead the automations are doing that BS work that you shouldn't have to worry about. And so your staff can worry about what's actually important. We're also going to set up custom email campaigns that will be between 12 and 18 emails a year that'll make the client more engaged and actually care about you more because you're sending out good emails to them. If you have any events that you run that you're a part of, that you work with other companies with, for your own company, for your community, we will help you build out those automations as well to make sure that you're following up correctly, to make sure that everybody is happy when they're working with you. Not even to mention, we are going to build out your standard operating procedures in this process. We're going to go ahead and document everything that we built out inside of your agency from top to bottom so that if anybody comes on in and is new, they have a full document to go ahead and look back to see how they can learn faster and what's the best practices across the board. Not even to mention, if you ever want to make these edits in the future and you want to see how Rev-Box built out your agency, you can go ahead and do that at any moment. Last but not least, we're going to go ahead and help you out to have a win-back campaign. There's thousands on thousands of leads on every single agency I've ever worked with that are completely forgotten about. So right from the jump, after your agency has learned how to use these systems correctly, we're going to set up a win-back campaign to immediately spark some extra sales coming on in. So you're going to see an ROI happen pretty soon right after working with Rev-Box. So overall, you're losing hard-earned revenue and revenue opportunities across the board just because of a few mistakes that can be easily fixed with the revenue acceleration engine. So this is what some clients of mine have said in the past. They said, like Megan Mills here from Flanagan Mills Insurance, that she has been working with Collin for a few months and has been so impressed with his professionalism, work ethic, and attention to detail. If you are an insurance agency looking for process improvement, tech stack, or employee organizational help, Collin is your guy. And then, or like Brandon Harris out of Homer Insurance. Collin's ability and his knowledge of these industries and of these companies, and even down to knowing each platform and how they work, has been one of the best things that we've run into a long time. Where do you find that kind of information unless you know somebody or unless you go to a company like Rev-Box? So with that being said, when you're coming through with us and when we're building out your entire system, this is what the timeline looks like. The first 30 days, we're going to build and review your entire system. We're going to set up everything so everything's built out from your integrations, from your tech stack, to your maximization, to the emails, to everything of the sort. Everything is going to be built out within 30 days. And once we get to go ahead and your management team is excited and ready to launch it, days 30 through 60, we're going to go ahead and train your entire team on how to use the system and start utilizing it right away so that we can then save your team time, help them make more money, and help you close more deals. And then last but not least, we have the last 30 days, days 60 through 90. That's just extra refinement, just to be safe than sorry, because if anybody tells you that they're going to succeed on 100% of things on the first time around, they're joking or they're lying. And so the reality of it is we know that we're not going to be perfect right from the jump with every single agent. So we give an extra time period just to help those agencies tweak and work on these processes so that we can make sure everything's ready to go. With that being said, it's a 90-day process and we offer a 90-day money back guarantee. As long as you give us back the information that we built out inside your agency, we will give back 100% of a refund as long as it's within the entire project's window. No questions asked. We just want to make sure that we can help you hit that next level. And if you don't feel like that we're a good fit, we don't want to hold your feet to the fire. So we're beyond sales. We do everything from sales to operation, and we have deep understanding and deep experience inside of the insurance agency market. Not even to mention that we strategize based on what your agency actually needs based on your individual assessments. And we want to help you long term. So we have this 3-month project. We do not force anything on you. It's all owned by you, but we offer extra packages to manage or to work in the future with you. If you so choose, we would love to continue helping you build out your systems in the future. We have a few add-ons. You can always pause right here if you're interested in any of these. We have add-ons to the system that you can always ask about in our meeting, but this is something else. These are a couple other things that we do as well. And so to this meeting, make sure that you bring your decision makers. This is the one call that we're going to be going through everything with. So make sure the decision makers are on the call, whether that be senior management, sales leaders, whoever is helping you out with your technology, or just the owner himself or herself. So we just need to make sure that that person's in the call to make sure everything's good to go. So let's help you reach that 50 million in premium milestone as soon as possible. We're going to help you accelerate your agency's journey to that next elite status. And we're going to remove those roadblocks that would usually be there and amplify your agency. The path to premium growth doesn't require more advertising. It requires and demands smarter operations and enhanced client engagement. Your achievable growth milestone with Rev-Box is coming up. I'm excited to work with you. Talk to you soon.